Good evening, traveler, and welcome to the 20-minute escape, a new way to unwind, release your thoughts, and drift gently toward rest. Each short journey in this series offers you 20 tranquil minutes, a brief but beautiful escape through one of the world's most captivating cities. Together, we'll slow the rush of your day, breathe deeply, and let your imagination wander far from the noise. And if you ever wish to drift deeper, beyond the city, across entire countries and continents, you'll find our full sleep voyage collection waiting for you here on the channel. Hour-long journeys designed to soothe you into the sweetest of dreams. But tonight, let us begin here, in the heart of the city that never sleeps. As the hum of New York softens beneath the night sky and the lights shimmer across the Hudson, let's take a slow, gentle stroll through her midnight soul. This is the 20-minute escape, New York City at night. There's a hush over New York tonight, a kind of magic that only stirs when the city slows its restless pulse. Streetlights shimmer like constellations fallen to earth, reflected in the soft gleam of rain-polished pavement. You stand at the edge of a quiet avenue, and for a moment the usual roar of the city feels like a dream half remembered. In its place, only the whisper of distant traffic, the rustle of leaves in a small park nearby, and the occasional echo of footsteps fading into the night. The air carries a cool trace of stone and rain, the scent of roasted chestnuts from a late-night cart, and that unmistakable feeling that something beautiful or fleeting could happen at any corner. Neon signs flicker softly, casting colors that breathe life into the silence. Amber, blue, soft rose. The Empire State Building watches quietly above it all, its crown glowing like a beacon in a sea of dreams. Tonight, New York isn't racing or roaring, it's whispering, it's breathing, and as you take your first step forward, you feel the rhythm of the city merge with the slow, steady rhythm of your own heartbeat. You are here, wandering through a city that never sleeps, yet somehow knows how to dream. Let us wander now into the heart of calm. Central Park. The air feels different here, cooler, calmer, as though you've crossed an invisible border between worlds. Behind you, neon and noise still shimmer at the city's edge, but here, the world exhales. The sound of distant traffic fades to a soft hum, and above, the leaves murmur like the language of sleep. The moon, pale and generous, filters through the trees, casting silver lace across the path ahead. The stones are damp from the evening's rain, and your footsteps echo faintly, rhythmic and slow, like a heartbeat steadying after a long day. Somewhere nearby, water trickles over stone, the fountain by Bethesda Terrace, its familiar melody soothing as breath. You follow the sound past benches that cradle forgotten stories, past lamplights that burn with a kind of patient devotion. Their glow pools softly on the ground, and tiny moths dance in and out of the haloed light, each one a brief spark of life in the cool, dark air. At the terrace, the great angel of the waters stands watchful and eternal. Her wings gleam faintly beneath the moon, and for a moment it feels as if she's alive, as if the entire park breathes through her stillness. The fountain below ripples quietly, catching reflections of the sky, silver fragments of clouds drifting in gentle motion. You take a seat on the old stone steps. The city feels miles away now, and yet you can still sense its heartbeat, steady and faint like the pulse of a giant sleeping creature. To your left, the lake stretches out, dark and serene with glimmers of light from the skyline beyond. Every ripple seems to carry a thought, a wish, a whispered prayer from those who've walked here before you. You think of the generations who have found solace under these same trees, artists, wanderers, dreamers, each leaving behind a small echo of themselves in the night air. Somewhere, a horse-drawn carriage rolls by on the path above. The soft clop of hooves fades gently into the distance, followed by a woman's quiet laughter, light, fleeting, beautiful. It feels like an old memory you never lived, and yet you recognize it. The park has that power to make the past feel close and the present eternal. You rise again and follow the path that curves toward Bow Bridge, its graceful arc mirrored in the still water below. The bridge glows pale beneath the moonlight, a soft invitation to cross into another dream. You pause halfway, leaning gently against the iron railing, and the night opens around you like a sigh. In the distance, the towers of the Upper West Side shimmer faintly, their windows flicker like fireflies suspended in the air. A soft breeze moves through the branches, carrying the fragrance of wet leaves and faint lilac. The scent lingers, sweet, melancholy, familiar. You close your eyes. For a moment, it feels as though the park itself is humming, a low, wordless lullaby. It reminds you that even in the heart of the world's most restless city, there are places that still remember how to be still. You imagine the park as it once was, before the skyscrapers, before the engines, just a sweep of meadow and stone and sky, and somehow, in the quiet, you can almost feel that version of New York again, untamed, breathing, whole. A final gust of wind ripples the lake, scattering the stars across its surface. You take one last deep breath, feeling peace bloom within you like something rediscovered. As you turn to leave, you glance back at the angel one more time, her gaze soft, eternal, unwavering. She watches over the park, over its wanderers, and perhaps, just for tonight, over you too. You move south, following the current of the city as it stirs again. Each block grows brighter, more alive, billboards flashing in the distance, windows glittering like mirrors of the stars above. And then, as you turn a final corner, the night unfurls in color, rivers of light and motion converging in one heartbeat. Times Square, a dream painted in neon, the very soul of New York made visible. You pause for a moment, letting the sight fill you, the silence of the park still lingering softly in your chest. Two worlds, only streets apart, one of stillness, one of motion. And here you are, walking between them, carrying a little of each in your breath. Times Square, the city's heartbeat, fast, bright, unrelenting, yet at this hour, even here, a kind of hush has fallen. The great screens still shimmer, casting rivers of color down empty streets, reds that glow like embers, blues that feel like whispers of another world. Advertisements smile into the night for no one in particular, their messages drifting into the quiet air like dreams half believed and quickly forgotten. You stand in the center of it all, and it feels strange, almost sacred, to find stillness in a place that never truly rests. The rain from earlier has gathered in shallow puddles, each one catching a piece of the neon sky. You look down, and the world seems doubled, one above, one below, both shimmering, unreal, infinite. There's a faint hum beneath your feet, the pulse of the subway, the rhythm of a city that keeps its promises to motion. You think of the millions of stories woven into these blocks, first kisses, lost chances, new beginnings. The city keeps them all, like pages in a diary written in light. Somewhere a saxophone plays, soft, lonely, soulful, from the doorway of a late-night jazz bar tucked between steel and glass. The notes curl upward into the night air, slowly vanishing into the hum of electric dreams. You close your eyes and let the sound wash over you, a lullaby born from concrete and wonder. And for the first time in a long while, you feel yourself exhale. The night deepens as you find your way east, drawn by the steady shimmer of water and light. The Brooklyn Bridge stretches before you, a ribbon of stone and steel draped in gold. Each step you take echoes softly in the vastness. Below, the East River glides like dark glass, catching reflections of the city it cradles. Skyscrapers, windows, dreams. The bridge has stood here since another age, and as you walk its length, you feel the weight of time humming in every bolt and cable. So many have crossed it, workers with tired hands, lovers in the rain, travelers chasing dawn. Now it is yours for this brief, quiet hour. Halfway across you pause, the wind brushes your face with the cool breath of water and stone. Manhattan lies behind you, its lights shimmering like jewels scattered on velvet. Brooklyn waits ahead, peaceful and golden under the moon. The sound of the river below becomes a meditation, its rhythm steady, eternal. You lean on the railing and watch the current glide past, carrying secrets, reflections, time itself. Somewhere in the distance, a ferry moves like a lantern on the water, its lights bobbing gently in the dark. You think of the thousands of windows glowing across the city, each one a story, a heartbeat, a quiet universe of its own. And in that moment, you understand that New York's true beauty isn't in its noise or movement, but in these rare pauses, when the world slows down just enough for you to feel it breathing. You end your journey where the city meets the sky, on a rooftop terrace where the world below hums softly like a lullaby. The skyline stretches before you, a forest of light and glass shimmering against the night. The Empire State Building glows in quiet majesty. The Chrysler Spire gleams like a crown of silver. Farther still, the One World Tower watches over the river, its reflection trembling softly in the dark. You take a seat near the edge, a gentle breeze carrying the hum of distant taxis. The faint music of a saxophone from some unseen bar, the laughter of friends sharing the last drink of the night. It's easy to forget in a city so alive that peace still exists here, not in silence, but in rhythm. The rhythm of 1,000 dreams, each one flickering like a candle in the windows below. You close your eyes and breathe. The city breathes with you, and for a moment the towers become mountains, the lights become stars, and you are simply floating, held gently between sky and earth. When you open your eyes again, the night has grown softer, deeper. New York feels less like a place and more like a feeling, a dream you were meant to wander through, a rhythm meant to quiet the heart. You rise, whisper a quiet goodnight to the sleeping city, and take one last look at the skyline. It glows, not with chaos, but with calm. A million tiny lights reminding you that even in the busiest places on earth, peace can always be found if you know where to look. And so, our 20 minutes come gently to a close. Tonight we have wandered through the city's quiet heart, beneath the silver hush of moonlight in Central Park, across bridges that hum with time, past windows glowing softly like constellations of human hope. The rain has long since ceased, but its memory still clings to the air, cool, clean, alive. It smells faintly of wet stone and night-blooming flowers, of promise and pause, of a city learning, if only for a moment, how to rest. From this rooftop perch, the skyline stretches in every direction like a map of dreams. Each tower gleams, each light a heartbeat, each flicker a story still unfolding somewhere below. You imagine all the souls drifting now towards sleep in quiet apartments, behind curtained windows, on park benches, in taxicabs, in the soft blue glow of their own small worlds. Millions of heartbeats, all pulsing together, a living lullaby that only New York could compose. And as you breathe, you feel yourself become part of it, the rhythm of the city slowing to meet your own. The wind moves gently through your hair, carrying the faint hum of the streets far below. A saxophone, a passing train, the whisper of voices lost to the hour. It feels almost sacred, this strange, fragile harmony between motion and stillness. New York, the city that never sleeps, has allowed us for a brief while to rest within her rhythm. So, let the lights fade softly in your mind now, one by one, until all that remains is the quiet glow of memory, the rain-slick streets, the shimmer of the river, the still water beneath the angel's wings in the park. Let them drift through you like gentle waves, carrying you toward calm. And as you drift toward dreams, let the sound of this night stay with you. The quiet pulse of a city that reminds us there is beauty even in wakefulness, and peace waiting always just beneath the noise. If this journey has brought you comfort, if you found stillness here amid the hum of the world, I invite you to continue exploring, to wander deeper into slumber through our collection of hour-long sleep voyage journeys. Each voyage travels beyond one city, through entire countries, through landscapes and stories that unfold slowly, gently guiding you into the most peaceful sleep imaginable. Simply follow where the dreams lead you, and I will meet you there, somewhere between the sound of rain and the edge of the horizon. Thank you, dear traveler, for sharing this 20-minute escape through New York City at night. I am Professor Dozesworth, and wherever you are in the world tonight, may peace find you and gently keep you.